Okay, it's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. Start my promotions early so that way when I'm ready to start my sales come early in spring, people will be already intrigued and ready to go. They're ready to support and start losing that weight. Start sweating off that doggone toxins that's around that midsection. All right, so this is my current jar. It's called Shay's Goddess jar. It's a sweat jar, and it's formulated to pull the sweat from right up out of you. All you do is rub it on your arms, your legs, or your stomach, wherever you feel fit. That is like a problematic area for you that just would not seem to just go away. Like stubborn areas, like my stubborn areas right now is my stomach, and I have a hard time losing that. So periodically, I use my cream and just put it on, and then I wrap it up with plastic wrap, which is provided, and I go to work out. I just recently bought some what you call it, like a sweat sauna vest and the sauna shorts to go with it. So when it's time, which is now kind of like, it's getting warmer, even though it's supposed to be winter. I don't know what happened with that, but we can start going to the gym right now. But right now, I'm just giving myself a little break. I feel like as soon as the weather start kicking in a little bit warmer, then I'm gonna just like go in there and just start busting sweat. But so I bought it just so I can, burn more sweat. I mean, burn more calories and lose more sweat or whatever with the product. So with that and my jars and my plastic wrap, and my waist strainer, and I actually do the hard work because you have to put the hard work in. I am going to definitely lose 2 times or even 3 times more of the sweat and toxins that I would normally use without using my product. So I'm going to use something that here. Okay, my product is based off of, because I don't remember on the top of my head because I have a whole list right here. Like, hold on. I have a whole list here. Where the heck I put it? I got so many ideas going on over here. Oh, my face. I have a whole list here, and I'm improving, like not necessarily improving like this doesn't work. This works fine. But I am doing a volume 2 to make it more vigorous. But volume 2, y'all probably don't even like it because it does gonna have a little bit more tingle to it. And a lot of people do not like the tingle. By the way, this doesn't give you that tingle like most jars do. You know how you put on a sweat cream and then it just starts burning instantly? It doesn't just, my product does not do that. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So the jar here, it has this is the old one. It has coconut oil, olive oil, aloe, eucalyptus, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, shea butter, vitamin E, honey, and castor oil. Now this is just this one. That's this one. So those who are allergic to honey, I ask you do not even purchase, don't even support. I appreciate you. Thank you for thinking of me, but just pass it along. I always tell people, and my disclaimer: listen, if you feel like you don't know if you're allergic to any of the product, do a 24-hour patch test. The 24-hour patch test, I recommend you do it in a sensitive area, not internal but external. And like for instance, my sensitive area is like the middle of like my arm here, the creases of my arm, the back of my neck, and my stomach too, and my stomach because I'm allergic to basically a lot of things. So if I was to do a patch test on myself, and this is a new product, I would definitely put it on for 24 hours without washing it off just to see if I get a reaction. Now, I advise the same thing for you. If you feel like you don't know if you're allergic to the ingredients to my to the original jar, then I will advise you to do a 24-hour patch test. It's important that you do so because if you don't and you find out that you are allergic to something, I'm telling you from firsthand. I put it in my disclaimer and all of my videos and everything is on the back of the jar. Listen, I gave you warning. I gave you instructions. That is on you. I'm sorry. That is on you. You did not listen. Do a 24-hour patch test in the area you feel is sensitive before thinking coming to me like, oh, I'm allergic, it broke me out, blah, blah, blah. No, honey. My ingredients are all natural. Okay? Natural. Like, if I could show you, it's a little messy, but all my natural product. Natural. Straight from the earth. So, blame nature, okay, and your allergies. Whatever. But anyway, back to what I was saying. That is the old jar, okay? It's made with all of this. Now, like I said, if you're not allergic to it, just still do a patch test anyway. Just like if you are allergic to it, which I am about to start doing, I'm about to start asking people firsthand. Like when they want to do a free sample or whatever, I'm about to start asking them firsthand because I don't want to waste your time, your money. I don't want to waste my product either going to you that can go to somebody else. I'm gonna ask you in advance, like, oh, you allergic to this, blah, blah, blah. Are you allergic to anything? And you tell me no. Okay, boom. It's coming out to you with a disclaimer and instructions and to do it for 24 hours patches just in case. So you feel like, oh my goodness, it broke me out. I asked you in advance. And I'm sending you a disclaimer with the instructions on it, with the ingredients on it. No, baby. That is all on you because you was hard-headed. I'm sorry. But now, the second jar is similar to this, except that I know that there are people that are allergic to honey. I took it out because I don't want any future problems. So I'm getting rid of my old and doing a brand new volume 2. So the new one is going to have coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil, grapeseed, avocado, an essential oil of whatever scent I feel like using, probably lavender, camphor, eucalyptus, tea tree oil, and vitamin E and cayenne pepper. That's it. I'm not doing any aloe or any honey. The tea tree oil and actually all the oils is good for your skin anyway. So I'm not worried about anybody complaining to me and telling me, oh my goodness, they broke me out or whatever. I got too many testimonies, none of them negative at all. It's telling me that my product does work and it's wonderful. So, like I said, my disclaimer is going to tell you firsthand, please do a 24-hour patch test if you feel like you're not allergic to it anyway. I don't care what you think you know, just please do a 24-hour patch test, okay? That's why I give out the free samples, anyway, because just so I will be doing samples of this too, just to let everybody know. But I give out the free samples anyway, just so you can do a 24-hour patch test. Now, with the 24-hour patch test, this is not for you to use the whole thing just to do a 24-hour patch test. This sample is good enough for one area. Literally, I swear on everything I love. It's good for one area. It's good for your arms. It's good for your stomach. Now, my stomach is a 46-inch around. Now, if it covers my stomach, it covers most. I'm not going to say all, but it covers most. At least, like, if anybody's stomach or area is bigger than the 46-inch, at least you can cover the main part of your stomach or the main part of your area, like your thighs or whatever the case may be, and then you could just wrap it up with a plastic wrap. That will not come with it with the sample, but it will come with the jars. And then you just simply work out, and you're gonna see the sweat just pulling within 5 minutes. I promise you. Like, I'm telling you, my stuff. I can say the ingredients and give you the ingredients all I want, but you don't know how much I put in it. You can even probably steal the recipe and come up with your own. It doesn't matter. You just don't know how much I put in it to get that good sweat to pull it out. For people to come back to me, we're like, girl, I'm gonna need another jar. I'm gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. I'm not even worried about that part, but just know that my product is amazing. Okay, it's amazing. And now I started this company in 2019, but however, it was like a delayed. I would say delayed company. Delayed only because I was like not even really interested in trying to sell it. It was more of the lines of making it for myself. Because my experience, I'm gonna give you a short version. My experience with other people's product, it just wasn't working for me. For instance, like I'm telling stories all the time. I bought a trio combo that costed me $109. I think $109.80 for the trio. Now everybody was using it, celebrities was posting it and stuff like that. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna say the name, then you get me. I tried it out for a while, not even for a while. I tried it out for like a month, and then I realized like it wasn't doing what the celebrities was posting that it was doing. But then it dawned on me. I was like, oh wow, the women that is actually promoting this product, they are naturally skinny anyway, or got work done. So of course it's like I can see if you had a big girl and she just lost weight and then promoted and showed her before and after, something like that. But no, these women are already skinny, so of course people's minds is like, oh my god, especially if they don't know them, being that I know them through TV, it's like, man, I bought this for nothing. But it worked, though. It works. A lot of people are buying product because they see celebrities do it. That's why they go to celebrities to get them to buy the product. No, no, ma'am. I would never do that again. So that was a no for me. The cellulite cream, I love the cellulite cream. I don't use it anymore, but it did help reduce some of my cellulite. Now that I would give them a plus on. They had a stretch mark cream. I don't see a difference with that. I never seen a difference with that. I think it's just full of cream, full of bullshit. That's what it really is. But whatever. The trio, it was. I like the concept of it. It just didn't do its job. Now the second time I went on to buying something, it was from a girl that was selling something on Instagram. Now, I didn't think of it then because I was so determined to lose weight. I bought the product. I was like, oh, she looked good. Like, she lost weight, slimmed down and everything, right? Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people are getting the weight loss surgery, right? And they're not doing their part by going to the gym more often. From the time you go to the gym, I mean, like, from the time you get the surgery to the time, like, maybe I'll give it 6 months. You're going to lose a large amount of weight where your body is like, like my skin now. I never got the surgery, by the way, I'm just saying. But like my skin now, everything it'll be a lot worse than this. Everything will shrink. Okay, so there's gonna leave extra saggy skin on your body, your face, everywhere if you do not work out and stretch it out. Some people actually have to get skin removal because they lost so much weight or whatever, right? Because you lost it in a certain amount of time. That's just like when if you was to get on keto, you lose that amount of weight in a certain amount of time, your skin gonna get loose because your body is not fully adjusted to your dramatic change. So what happens is you're going to lose the fat that's inside of your body, but your skin, it takes the skin time to adjust the elasticity. It takes the time to retract back to to form with the fat that's left over in your body. So a lot of people don't understand that, and I have thought about getting the weight loss surgery. Honestly, I was supposed to get it this month, January, but back in November, I decided I lost 10 pounds and I liked what I looked like. And I was like, oh, if I could do it doing this way, just eating like this, I could just lose the weight on my own. And then doing research with the weight loss surgery and all of that stuff, what they got to go through afterwards with the pills and all that stuff, that's something I just couldn't do. Bad enough you took the fucking coffee away from me and the straw. I'm like, I'm not about to be on vitamins for the rest of my life. Not me. And then you're going to take a part of my stomach. You're going to take at least like 75% of my stomach, and then it doesn't grow back. That triggered me a lot because that'll have me thinking, oh my goodness, I won't be able to eat the way out, or certain things I can't do. I don't like restrictions. Me personally, I hate limitations. I hate restrictions. I don't like going through no dramatic changes or none of that, or no sudden changes. I don't want to say sudden because I'm very spunky. It's very spontaneous. It's just the point of no long-term dramatic change. I don't want to have to just limit myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to eat whatever I want to eat and do the things that I want to do. And you can't do certain things like lifting. No. But going back to what I was saying is the skin on her. Like I said, I didn't think about it then. I thought about it way after and looking at her videos again. I'm like, she got the weight loss surgery. Now, all of this, like, here is slim. You can see she got a little bondage on here. But you can tell from her thighs that It's just a little loose, just a tad bit loose. Even though she's working out, it's just a tad bit loose or whatever. And you can see her before and after, and the transition. But what you also see is her skin being really really saggy to the point it's like it's very very noticeable. I didn't notice that until I was like, I say maybe 3 months later, and I'm not gonna say because her product, I don't like her product, and that's no shade to her. But her product, it burnt my skin. Like I told you, I'm allergic to a lot of things, and I don't know what it still don't even say. I'm still to this day looking to see what's in this daggone jar. You can tell it's like baking soda, eucalyptus. You can smell it and you can feel it. But whatever's pink in there or whatever like other stuff that's in there is too fucking strong, and it burnt my skin. Putting it on my skin and then wrapping it up. I see people losing weight. I see results. I see, a little nasty sweat that's coming out of the sweat bag that she had. But for me, personally, myself, I just can't do it. I could not see myself putting it on anymore after that. After the 2 tries I did, I'm like, maybe it was something going on, and I tried it again and it still burnt. I said, no, this is. It gave me a rash. Actually, it burnt the bottom of my stomach right here, this little area right here. I never complained. I never said nothing. I know she's trying to make a hustle and stuff like that, and I could have said something to her like, listen, I ain't trying to be rude, but girlfriend, your stuff burnt my stuff. I'm not trying to sue you. Just use this as like improvement or something, whatever you call it. Listen, something is in there is burning my skin. Like, I don't know what it is, but I should have told her that, so that way, if another customer, comes to her, but like, bitch, I'm about to sue you, then that could have been avoided by me just saying something, but I didn't do that. I don't know. But anyway, those are the 2 reasons why I decided to come up with my own. And I started doing my research online, and I was like, you know what, let me come up with my own. I'm about to do my own, what you call that? I'm about to do my own sweat jar. Like, what do I gotta do? I know it's eucalyptus, and I know there's like some type of base where you gotta mix it two together. What else can I do? And I'm like, okay, me being me, I have sensitive skin. What can I use for my skin? And then I'm thinking like oatmeal. Maybe I could use oatmeal because I can't. The sun burns me, perfume burns me. Grass, like, come on now. I'm allergic to a lot of things. I'm allergic to certain foods and everything. So I'm like, let me figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. And then I came up with the jars. But it wasn't these ingredients. Darn it. It wasn't these ingredients. It was something else. It was more like, in the beginning, it was like Vicks, some more Vaseline, some I forgot. It was something else that I had mixed up together. It worked. But then I thought, like, all right, what if I wanted to promote this or something like that? I'm like, I can't keep buying Vicks. Like, you know how much Vicks costs? Like, Vicks costs a lot of money. And then even if I get the generic version from the dollar store, those jars are mad little. Like, and then I would have to mix it all together and stuff. So I was like, okay, no, that's not gonna work. Scratch that. So that was just my personal thing. So, but I still said, I was like, okay, this is down the line. I say like 6-7 months down the line. I was like, listen, I was almost about to hit rock bottom in 2020. And even though it was a good year for me because of the pandemic, I was doing Uber, Lyft, and I was working 2 jobs still. It's just like, I was like, I'm tired, because by me doing all this work in 2020, I really made $25,000, which is the most I ever made in my life. A lot of people are like, oh, $25,000, that's it. For me, yeah, that's a lot. Motherfucker, that's a lot of fucking money I made in 2020. So by me working 2 jobs and doing my side gigs, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, and all of that stuff like that, I was really exhausted, and I was missing out on my kids. And I'm like, I don't want to be that parent, being that I'm by myself. I don't want to be that parent who misses out on their kids. So being that I'm by myself, I was like, okay, God, I gotta figure it out. I'm talking to God, and I'm like, God, can you please provide it where so I can make income from home? Even though they do have home work from home jobs and stuff like that or whatever, but I just honestly, in the back of my mind, I was like, you can work, you can do this, you can do what you've been doing and make the money, but am will I be able to be around my children? I'm missing out on everything. A lot has happened in 2020, negatively with the children, of course, and I was not there to be around it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be that parent. So I cried and cried, begging God or whatever, and asking Him for a way out of this. I gotta get out of this like poverty level. Even though $25,000, well, that's still poverty level. I ain't making $80,000, so it's still poverty level. So I'm like, I gotta find a way to get, because I make way less now. 2021, I made way less than 2020. But they ain't offering that COVID stuff, so it is what it is. Um, just like looking at it, like I have to get out of this state where I know I'm by myself. I know I gotta push hard, but I also need to be around my children. I already said that already, but it's like this is a true feeling. I need to be around my children. I need to be a mother more. I need to be able to be home, clean up more. I need to, do nurturing duties and stuff for my kids because they're getting older now and they need their mother. They need that proper guidance. They need help with, more job applications, even though they was working 2021. But it's still the point of it's the mindset, the physical being, me just actually being here physically and just provide for my kids. And then on top of it, I want to be able to not be on government assistance because I'm tired of that. And I don't know if anybody else can relate to it, but I'm really tired of what you call it, depending on government assistance, having to bow down, kiss their ass, report income, and all kinds of things. And when you report income, they change the amount that you have to pay, not realizing you have to pay a whole car note and car insurance, and you have to pay gas and electric, of course, which is a part of adulthood, but they don't consider certain things. And because they don't consider certain things, you got to make more money. And the more money you make and you report it, the more they increase your what's name. And at this point of my life, I'm at the point like, well, you know what? Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of reporting my income just so you can increase what I have to pay and reduce my food stamps because and reduce the food stamps that you are giving me because you're like picking and giving, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just pay my rent myself. Okay, let me pay my own bills myself. I don't want to be on nobody else's program just so you can keep fucking with me and keep thinking you can just do whatever you want with me or whatever with me and my 3 kids. Like, you're not about to keep doing that. So I want to be in a position where I can fucking provide for my kids by fucking self. Even if a lot of people looked at me crazy, like, they looked at me retarded, actually. Like, what the fuck you mean you want to pay for your kids' college tuition and stuff like that? Yeah, I want to be the one to pay for my kids going to college. I want to be the one who buys their first fucking car. Not second, but their first fucking car. I want to be the one help them get their apartments and their careers or businesses or whatever. I want to be the one. That's the whole purpose of me saying that I want to do my own thing as an entrepreneur. I don't want the government to keep constantly taking care of me and my kids. Medical assistance, all of that stuff. Even though they be like, oh, if you don't have medical insurance, then we can fine you. All right. Well, let me pay for the insurance myself. Let me take care of my kids myself. Stuff like that. It's just like, I ain't saying I want to be filthy fucking rich. I just want to be out of the poverty state where the government feel like they could just keep, giving and pulling, giving and pulling, giving and pulling. I don't want that. I'm tired of that. That shit is so fucking frustrating. I've been dealing with it since Bradley Court days. Those who don't know what Bradley Court days, I've been dealing with it since 2010. From 2010 all the way to now, I'm just tired. Okay? It's going on 12 years. October, it'll be 12 years I've been on government assistance. That's just HUD. Okay? And my daughter should be 17. Yep, she'll be 17. So it'll be 17 years that I've been on some type of welfare, not receiving cash. Well, cash included, but I don't receive cash now. But food stamps, Medicaid, all of that. 17 years, okay? That's a long time for me. That's a long time. And the purpose of the program, it was only designed for us, allegedly, for us to just get on temporarily, and then, we can get, we save enough and we get on our feet. How the fuck can we save if you keep taking our funds from us every time we make more? Like, it don't make sense. How are we saving? So I guess they done just change the rules. They change the rules damn near every year, but change the rules now. It's like, give me what you got, because that's what we're gonna do, And I'm sick of it. So because of that feeling, and owing people left and right, because they not, like I said, they don't consider my $528 car, okay, or the $276 included insurance, like combined, what is that, 800 and some odd dollars coming out of my pocket, and that they don't include. Okay, imagine me making $800 more just to pay that, and they increase the rent portion that I have to pay and decrease the food stamps portion until I can provide for my kids, and me having to foot the bill the rest of the way. That is frustrating. It's fuck to me. I don't understand how people go through this on a regular. I heard someone. This is a true story. 2 years ago, this girl, and we is not friends today, because that's not the mindset I have. I do not like that. But she told me out her mouth, she's on Section 8 too. She was like that she only worked just enough just so Section 8 could pay her bills. And we're not friends today. That is not the mindset that I want. I hell fucking know. I don't like that idea at all. That's lazy to me. I feel like you want the government to continuously pay your fucking bills while you just collect little pennies and stuff. Don't you got other bills that you have to pay? Like, you have other bills you have to pay. And just not even that. I have more bills than she do, because she has a mate that helps pay her bills. And kids that, work and help pay their own bills. So it's not like she's got to pay much versus me. I got to pay a lot of shit. Okay, a lot of shit. So when she said that to me, I felt some type of way. Like, what? We not the same. And then on top of, you got to have it, you smoke a lot every day. You smoke way too much. You smoke like a chimney. I don't get it. So how you don't want to be able to provide for that habit unless he's helping you pay for that habit? Again, you have that support, whatever. I don't. And you want them to take care of you because he's not on the lease, so they didn't calculate his income. So it's like, so you just living large, huh? What if he die? Things happen, and I want to be able to have that cushion. Okay, I want to be able to have that cushion where so I feel like, all right, if something does happen, boom, I'd be like, I can go right into my savings and like, all right, and then what? Like, you know what I mean? A challenge. I'll be able to face the challenge with no problems and have more income coming in. Revenue. That's what they call it. Revenue. I want all that shit. I want all the smoke. You feel me? That's why I jumped into the crypto business, because at the end of the day, I want some money that where I'm putting just a little bit of pennies, and that's my investment. It's going to invest over time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want my little penny to go into this little investment that's gonna later in the future blossom like a motherfucker, and all I did was put in $5. That's what I'm talking about. Because if you go to the bank, oh God, going to the bank and going to get a CD, which is something I always wanted because I never knew what it was called, where you put in money into this account. Basically, you feed it every month until it reaches its limit, but you cannot take it out, and unless you're going to get a penalty for taking it out too early. That's something I always wanted. I just didn't know what it was. Now, going back to what I'm saying, going to the bank and doing that, I found out you don't even get a good return. Like, you get 0.001 or 0.1%. That's like $1 compared to what you can get with cryptocurrency. It's a total difference. With cryptocurrency, you can feed it and withdraw. But I don't want to feed and withdraw. I want to just feed it and let it grow. And let it grow. And let it grow. Versus having a CD, which is something I always wanted. Because I wanted to so my kids to have something in the future. But then once I found out about what the hell it was and what it really doesn't do, I was like, hell no, I don't want that shit. I don't want that. I changed my mind. So a lot of people talk about credit. I'm like, I was getting my credit up together until a few years ago, got it together, and that's how I got my car, my 2020. But now my credit is back down the shot because I had 3 credit cards. You know, people make mistakes. Now you make mistakes. You overspend, you went over budget, whatever. And that's what I did. I did that, and now my credit is back down. And I have a student loan. Like, even though they gave us an extension to May, if I don't come up with some kind of money real fast, $36,000, they're gonna put me in default, and then it brings me right further back where the fuck I'm not at. Like I'm here, but then it's gonna bring me further back if I'm in default. You know what I'm saying? So I need to prepare myself now for these opportunities that I'm looking at, that I'm trying to reach and go for. I need to prepare myself, so I have to work on all of that, credit, all of that, like whatever, finances, all of that. Facebook is paying me now for my reels and stuff like that. They started me off with $14. Now they give me $2 per 1,000. It's okay. That lets me know that I have to push hard, which means I need to be doing numbers. Like, I need more followers so I can have more numbers, because I found out this guy was making $12,000. Okay, he's almost up. His birthday is the 11th. I think he said that he get. I saw his thing. It says January 9th. He's gonna get that $12,000. If he keep going, it's gonna go up and up. So he's gonna have a nice birthday gift coming soon. He probably gonna get him a little restaurant because he can cook his ass off too. Then I look at my one on 194, and I don't get that until the 13th. I'm like, damn, I had to look at his page, and I'm like, that's why he has over 127,000 followers. So them followers, it means something, okay? So when it comes to my business and sharing it and all of that stuff, I can't request it from my friends and my family. I tried that for, man, hella long. So with every business idea and everything, I tried it with them for a long ass time, and they just would not seem to work out with me. I guess that's the true story. Your family, your friends is your weakest link, but your biggest support is gonna be your strangers, and that's the fact. That's a true fact, because they don't know you. They don't know what you about. They don't even know that you know if you got it or not. Like, if you look the part and everything, people just look up like, oh yeah, let me buy it from her. She look like she know what she doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing them now, but back then I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was getting sales and stuff, doing detox teas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just be like looking at you, and they don't know you. But my family and friends, they know me. They know I'm a go getter. I don't like begging them for money or nothing. I like to go get my own coin. So when it comes to that, it's like, you still don't want to support me, but you go support this motherfucking Indian. No offense, but you go support him and go get his detox. Damn it. Like, it's like it's triggering. It messes you up inside. So for now, I was like, I decided, like, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing and get my followers up, because I think that's what matters. They're the ones that's gonna look at your page. They're the one that's gonna like your page. They're the one that's gonna actually support and buy your stuff, or even request for a sample. I have had so many sample requests. This shit is almost empty. So it's like, and I had 100. So I don't even know how many is left, but it's the point of they supported me, that I don't even know them. So I know when it's time to work out, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me get that jar. So I gotta get prepared and sell 2,000. Purchase 5,000 jars, 3,000 8 ounces. I was gonna like skim it and go with 6 ounces and 3 ounces, sell it for the same price, but